NBA championships. The Spurs winning 4, the Lakers 3. Lakers control the opening tip. Two-pointer.
Really a non-factor against Phoenix, a big part of that win against New Orleans. And we'll see tonight, Marv, it's so important for the Spurs to play with the lead so he can play.
Radmanovic. And we'll see how the quick turnout by Parker. San Antonio comes off that grueling 7-game series with the Hornets that finished up in New Orleans just this past Monday night. And then after Game 7, as Bryant with a beautiful pass to Gasol.
They want to get back and prevent this Laker fast break. And Marv, this is the matchup you talked about, the speed and quickness of Odom. And that time it was knocked away by the Spurs.
Here comes Parker, nice setup, and Duncan lays it home.
Now that's getting in the paint he brings all the intangibles. He's a very good defensive player in tandem with Tim Duncan. He makes the open shots, and he's very, very smart out there and knows where to be.
Nice pass again from Bryant to set it up for Radmanovic.
Well, they're going so well in Game 7 in that road victory against the New Orleans Hornets.
And we're seeing a key member from that San Antonio bench in the playoffs. Robert Horry checks in. Tim Duncan giving the Spurs a 14. So the Lakers now 7 of 17 from the field and down by 5. Nice pass. Duncan gets inside. That counts. And the foul on Odom.
Oh, Tony Parker is off to it. This is a beautiful pass. Threading the needle to Duncan. Rolling down the lane. Laker defense a little slow getting there. Then the touch foul. The opportunity for the three-point play. But Tony Parker, Marv, how his game has grown. This was the guy that his first couple years, I think he heard Greg Popovich, and Pop says, go with it. Go with it. That's what you like. It just sells into this game as they get, back their game legs back.
And this one of those games is Bryant goes at Bowen and then sets it up for Gasol. Another assist for Kobe Bryant. 6 points. Marv Albert, Doug Collins, Craig Sager. This is game 1 of the best of 7 Western Conference Final. Game 2 here Friday night at Staples. Duncan feeling for Turioff, then gets the step and lays it in.
Well, he respects Turioff because
Ginobili guarded by Odom. Odom over to double on Duncan and a foul. Missed nearly 9 weeks in the regular season after tearing
basketball and trying to make twos.
Duncan blocked by Turioff. Here's Duncan again. He comes right back.
Phil Jackson talked to us before the game about that. He said, yeah.
And Thomas the other night in Game 7 played only 7 minutes. Here's Bryant for Gasol. In 1 of 7 minutes, Thomas came up with 6 rebounds.
How many of those possessions he kept alive here as Odom in the lane? That one sequence when was foul, and that's going to be a big difference in this series. That free throw line.
Crowd, as you could hear, wanted a foul called on Ginobili. Vujicic rejected by Duncan. Did not want to pick up a foul, but obviously bothered Odom.
Confidence here in Tim Duncan having 2 fouls that he will not pick up his 3rd before the half.
Oh, beautiful shot as we see Duncan go to that bank. He's hit 6 of 12 from the field, along with 9 rebounds. Bryant got the step. That's his first field goal of the game.
I see Bruce Bowen said that's my fault. Popovich does not want him to crowd him. He said, I want you to make him make shots. Well, Bowen takes everything as a personal challenge. He's got to back off him and make him shoot the jump shots.
And Greg Popovich telling us that he tells Bruce, you're not going to shut him out. Duncan, beautiful move on the roll, able to hit a 3rd quarter where the Spurs have had all kinds of problems in the series against the Hornets. That is until Game 7. Bowen opens up by drilling it.
Now make the extra pass.
They told him to be far more aggressive here in the second half at both ends of the court and to pick up the defense as well.
All right, Craig, here is Duncan and goes less effectively. That's the Tim Duncan that we are accustomed to see. Gasol coming over to help on Parker. Shot clock to 4. Alberto, yes, and the foul. Have scored the first 8 points of this 3rd quarter. They've opened up a 16-point lead on the Lakers. Bryant. And Kobe thus far in the 3rd, just 1 of 3, but that was his first jump shot a moment ago. The previous field goal was a drive. Gasol is rejected by Duncan.
Well, you can see what Phil Jackson
halfway through. It's an 18-point San Antonio lead.
And you know double teams are going to go right through to Duncan. He's going to read the defense, either get a little jump hook here in the lane, which he gets. They cannot handle him one-on-one.
Foul, so he takes a seat. Ginobili is back. Bryant. Yes. Kobe now being played by Udoka. The Spurs lead 65-47. Ginobili trying to get it back to Duncan. Here comes Vujacic. Bryant for Gasol.
And you're going to see Greg Popovich take it.
Bryant is up front with Gasol and Ramonovic. Ramonovic got off to the quick start, has not attempted a shot in the third quarter. Bryant showing signs, hits the 3. Here's Bryant, got the step, and is fouled on Udoka.
Well, Kobe understanding now. I talked about becoming the MVP in this stretch. He steps back and knocks a 3 down on Udoka. Here's the isolation. They don't want to help on Kobe, and the foul from Udoka. So this will be Kobe Bryant's first 2 free throws of the game. Starting to heat it up now with 9 points. And if I'm Greg Popovich, I'm starting to get a little nervous here. Still 4 minutes to go. He's gone out of the game. Brent Barry's come into the game, gives him another chance that I talked about, Marv.
And the Lakers taking advantage. Here is Bryant. Rebound Duncan, and Bryant felt he was fouled.
Gives an awful lot to think about.
Spurs have not scored in nearly 3.5 minutes. Bryant for the lob, and Gasol able to get to it.
His ankles, be able to pull that shot up and knock it in.
Spurs with a 68-59 lead. Bryant for Gasol.
Running that little 2-man action, and what's happened is Duncan is stepping up to play Kobe, which leaves a guard on Gasol, and he's just tossing the ball at the basket. We've seen about 3 of those plays in this quarter.
Lakers stay with single coverage on Duncan, who's able to bank it home over Gasol.
Yeah, he heard you and I talking before the game. You said you hadn't seen that much all year. We've seen it twice tonight.
That has been such an effective shot for Tim Duncan over the years. Bryant behind the back, pulls it back. Oh, what a move. Going right at Ginobili.
Guard that. Oh, my.
Spurs up by 7. Bryant with 13 points, 11 of the 13 here in the third. Final minute of the quarter. Parker, oh, beautiful fake. Tony Parker driving into the paint with the ball fake. He now has 18, and the Spurs have a 9-point lead. Bryant for Gasol, and he scores. Recovered by Vujacic. Walton just checked back in. Finding Cheriev. Rebounded by Duncan. Oh, the steal by Bryant, and he scored.
Well, remember that play right there?
Parker and Barry in the backcourt. Parker. Walton, this is his last 3. National coverage of it.
Kobe into Duncan, and when Gasol is in the game, he can just lob it up to him for the score. He did not do that time with Turiaf.
Here's Bryant. Take those mid-range jump shots.
You were reading my coaching mind on that.
Here's the double.
So they're doubling now in the 4th period, trying to get it out of his hands. What a tough shot.
Oh, that'll count. And the foul for Duncan.
Well, the patience of Tim Duncan. He got the double team, then he kicked it out and reposted and shoots a little floater over Turiaf. And what you've seen with Phil Jackson here is a lot what
Duncan from the crowd. 20-7 run.
This is what Popovich is doing when he takes out Duncan. He comes back with Parker, knowing he has to have offense on the floor.
Bryant able to squeeze by Bowen. Kobe with 19 points, 7 knocked away from Alberto. Good play by Odom. Bryant going at Bowen. 21 for Bryant. The Lakers are. Bryant and a foul. The drought kick in tonight for San Antonio. Play on the four. Udoka for three, way off.
Where the Lakers are contesting everything right now. Their defense has totally turned this ball game around.
Bryant, yes.
This guy's unbelievable.
Left in the fourth. The Lakers 85, the Spurs 83. Duncan comes out to set the high screen. Duncan, the tip by Duncan. What a follow by Tim Duncan, and the game is tied at 85.
Well, if I'm the Spurs, at all costs, I get this ball out of Kobe Bryant's hands. Make somebody else beat me on this play.
30 points, 18 rebounds for Duncan.
They're going to trap this pick and roll here to Marvin, try to make him give the ball up.
Bryant freeing himself up. Lakers take a 2-point lead.
See, he strung out the double team and then took the ball right where he wanted it. That's just a brilliant play.
No timeout now, too.
Well, Tim Duncan takes this shot. I think that Gasol got a little piece of it, and then the follow-up, and Greg Popovich said we're going to trap it and get it out of his hands, and Kobe said, I'm not giving it up. I'm taking a little jumper to give us a lead.
They need a quick bucket here. Ginobili for Finley, shoots for three, and that will do it. As Odom fires it down court, the Los Angeles Lakers have come back from a 20-point deficit led by Kobe Bryant in the second half, and they've defeated the San Antonio Spurs here in Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, 89-85.